Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Starseed Academy. Today's date is the 28th of July, 2025, and it is 7. It is. Shut up, Sheila.
I'm sorry, it's not the 28th of July, it's the 28th of June.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I've got July on my mind. So it's the 28th of, thank you, Sheila. 28th of June 2025, and it's 7:32 here PM in Ireland. So welcome everyone to these weekly Pleiadian gatherings and weekly gatherings and Pleiadian channelings. And I am Soma Ara. This is Dennis Mulcahy. We also have Sheila Hale, Sheila Shepton, Septon, sorry, and Julia Ankerhaven. We might have some other people joining us later on, like Amara or Nor, as she's sometimes known as. Brian won't be here this evening as he's at a conference in Sedona, I believe. And so I have some updates for you. I have been blocked on my Facebook. So if you have or trying to message me on Facebook, I am currently blocked and can't get into my Facebook or my messages. So if you want to contact me, you can email me at thepleiadianchild@hotmail.com. I do have a conference coming up in July from the 15th to the 18th of July 2025 in Florida, in St. Pete's Beach. And while I'm in America, if you need to contact me, I will be available on WhatsApp, and you can find my phone number on my website, which is somaara.love. So if you need to get in touch with me, you can do that on WhatsApp. I was going to get a SIM card or something to be reachable out there, but actually I'm happy enough with just the WhatsApp. So we do have some other events coming up as well this year. Myself and Dennis and Christy Clark will be doing a workshop and a skywatch on the same day. So during the day on the 20th of September 2025, we will be doing a channeling, and Dennis will possibly be doing a talk as well, maybe a healing and a meditation. He's waiting on some guy tuning. He's waiting on tuning in really to see what he'll be doing, but he will be at the event doing a program as well. So, and then in the evening we'll be, I'm just letting him know. So so in the evening we'll be doing a sky watch as well, which will be really interesting because the three of us, myself, Dennis, and Christy, are all very connected to the star nations and galactics, myself being a channel for the Pleiadians and specifically Ashtar and also Jesus since I was a child. So be interesting because they do tend to follow us all around. So I'm positive that they will show up visibly in craft on the evening. So if you'd like to come along to that, drop me an email at thepleiadianchild@hotmail.com. I also have an event with Julia Ankerhaven, who's here this evening, and that is on the 31st of August 2025, and that is in Carrigaline Court Hotel in Carrigaline in Cork. And we are doing a lot of work with Atlantis on the day and also dragons. Julia is very connected to dragons and has been working with them for quite some time. And of course, I've had new information come forth recently. I believe it was this year or at the end, towards the end of last year, but definitely this year, where the Pleiadians and Ashtar specifically said that Jesus was had a real dragon, probably more than one. So no doubt that there'll be a lot of channeling there to do, and a lot of information to do with dragons and Jesus and Atlantis as well, and also information to do with Ireland. And that will be on August the 31st. And then I also have another event, Atlantis Uprising, which is all to do with healing the past life in Atlantis. And that is on the 13th, I believe it's the 13th of September. And that's very homed in a specific workshop. So if you're interested in any of those, you can check them all out on my website. Christy has just arrived. Hello, Christy. I was just mentioning the workshop that the three of us are doing on the 20th of September. Actually, that is the only workshop that I haven't put on my website yet, because we haven't spoken yet during behind the scenes, because I've lost my Facebook, Christy. So yeah, and this is recording, but I've lost my Facebook, so I haven't been able to message you.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we might make a start. Would you like to channel this evening as well?
I don't mind. I can bring in Ranturas. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Let's just go with the flow.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay, so before Dennis does the prayers, let's take some deep breaths in through the nose, down to the belly, hold it, and breathe out through the mouth. Do that 2 or 3 more times. Okay. Whenever you're ready, darling, to do the prayers.
Okay. Begin with the law of one mantra or prayer. Oh, we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. Now we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned, and give thanks to be done, it is so. And then a simple I am mantra. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Thank you.
Greetings. It is always a joy to connect with you. Oh, such tremendous change is upon you. We feel this energetically through so many of you, but most especially the ones that we channel through. We feel your energy in a deeper way, in a deeper frequency, because in truth we are so intertwined and connected with you that your thoughts, we hear them, we feel your energy, we know where you are, not just physically, but we know where you are in the spectrum of your journey, your mission, your life. We feel your energy as if it's our own. And we understand you better than you think we do, or rather, and we are more connected to you than you think we are. In Soma's case, we were her parents. We had such great influence, not just with her, but with so many of you that needed, thank you, that needed that extra support system as children. And yet these children that needed that extra support system, the vast majority of them do not still yet know that it was us that was supporting, watching, on standby, much like an emergency call. We have been parents to vast numbers of thousands of children for a very long time. Very few of them are aware of us. Some are aware of us, but not fully understanding who we are. And this ties in, or is intertwined, or is an aspect of starseeds being born again and again and again and again, and being targeted through each, thank you, through each lifetime. Because the dark agendas, the alien species that have been running your planet for so long are well aware of who and where the starseeds are on your planet, as we are, and other more positive alien races, species. Both the negative agendas and the positive agendas, or the negative and the positive ET races, are aware of you. We've spoken before about a etheric tracking device that is placed into your energy bodies. Technology used to monitor, track, and trace. We will pause there and allow for any questions. Would you like to speak, Dennis?
No, thanks.
Okay. Take as long as you want, Christy.
Thank you so much. Yes, I will bring forward Venturus Volantrius. Greetings, I am Venturus Volantrius. It is wonderful to be here with you again to share your moments and to be able to answer your questions, to allow you to understand that there is the possibility within you to end the suffering. Please allow yourself to sit back and listen to what I have to say. We have listened to the last channel, and we do understand that there is great conflict on your planet at this time, all orchestrated in the background, as you have heard. We would agree with that. But the question for you is the conflict that you are creating within yourself. This is not necessary. I do understand that you are drawn into a belief system that sometimes consumes your mind and your thoughts and takes you into that reality you all call fear. We are aware that there is many of you that are quite aware of the potential you have as a star seed that has come back in to have what you call an experience. So how this plays out is entirely up to you. We have touched on this in the past. It is important to go back to it because I feel that the struggle is still within you. And addressing the struggle sometimes is difficult because one is confused, has not got the answers to the most important question. And that is you. You are quite aware of the conflict. It's in your face. It is there on a day-to-day basis. We do understand your technology is designed to program the mind. To pull away from that system is difficult. It is a way of communication. I understand that. But it's important that you understand that there is time for self. A giving self, that understanding that you are present. You are aware of self. This physical body that you reside in sometimes will communicate to you. But the question is, of course, are you listening? It is fun. It is fun. It is fun. I want you to understand that life on Earth can be fun. Even though you can speak about the struggle, the difficulties, we hear you. We are you. We identify with what you say. But as you know, you are more than the body. Yes, you are more than the body. Think about that for a moment. So when we play with the idea of trying to understand what their next move is, we get pulled back into their thought process, their idea of what it means to control you, to manipulate you, to play with your thought process. This is all part of the agenda. It is something that you are quite aware of before you decide to come here. So let's take it back to fun. I have been just observing this one here, Chris, and it's interesting to watch. His routine, he is becoming aware of the importance of self. He's beginning to understand that there is somebody called self. Has always played with the idea, but again, we could see that he liked playing with what you call the distractions, the chaos. And that is part of being human. That is not a judgment. But one gets to a space, a place in their mind where they understand that something has to change. And this is not on the outside. You know it's on the inside. We, again, have gone over this discussion in the past. I can come forward and Soma can bring, of course, the Pleiadians and the Ashtar command, and we can all have a conversation about how to try and resolve the issue. And there is an issue. And sometimes that issue goes unnoticed because one is not able to understand self. Again, that is not a judgment. It is just a guidance so you understand that it's time to notice self. Are you aware of self? Do you have a relationship with self? Do you have a personal relationship with self? Are you in love with self? I bring this information forward so you understand that there is time to stop, reflect, and try and understand what direction you are going. As this one cycles his bike, he won't mind me saying, and he goes to the beach and he gets into the water. He understands at that moment that he is connecting with self. And that makes me smile. And these are all the golden opportunities that you need to give yourself. This allows you to check in, to try and reflect as to where you are at. Even though you will be guided by us to bring forward the information that is necessary. But we also want to make sure that you are all aware of self. The busyness of life, we do understand, can get quite chaotic. We understand. We continue to observe and watch. So go back to that moment where you have questioned in that silence. That question that continues to come to the surface, where you just get caught in that moment and you try and understand where your thoughts are. It's only for a second. It's only for a second where you get caught in that moment and you pull yourself back into where you feel you should be, which may be a chore, which may be something that you just got distracted with in that moment. But in that quiet moment, I want you to be aware. It is necessary that you can go there and just pull yourself away from that routine that you have and spend some time with self. Allowing everything on the outside to play out as it is, because it will. You can and you do make a difference to the outside. But when you understand that you can give and you can give, but there comes a moment where you have to stop and say, well, okay, it is quite busy out there. It's quite busy around me. What about me? It is picking up pace as you hear through your social media of doom and gloom. They continue to hype up the idea of another war in the Middle East. Let them cover that story. And my advice to you is, as you have said in the past, this too shall pass. It is quite a serious situation. We do understand there is a loss of life. There is concerns. But when you allow yourself to be consumed with that idea, you are losing the idea. That idea of something that you can create in that moment, as I had just said, where you just get distracted with thoughts and you are just lost in that gaze, and then you pull yourself back in. Oh, that's where I was. I'm sorry, I just got distracted there. That's perfectly okay. Remember that moment. And that moment can arise because you have completely consumed yourself with an outcome that may not appear in all situations. So my message to you, and to anyone that listens, is just be aware of self. Be aware of who you are, why you have come to Earth. There is many reasons for that, but I am offering this message so you can reflect, try and understand, what are you giving to self? This will allow you to bring something forward that won't create that reality that most of the collective are consumed in, which is the possibility, the fear reality. And that is exactly, excuse us, where they want you. It is not necessary. You are much greater than that. And you are all aware of this. Yes, so that is where it is at, dear one. I am again grateful for this opportunity to interact with you. It brings me joy to be able to come forward in this way. I will step back now. I am Renturus Volantrius. Namaste.
Thank you, Renturus and Christy, for doing that. I think that we will probably close there, or perhaps let's take a break.